to talk about a store of a friend of mine that I visited 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And the store is Mr. Zombie. Mr. Zombie is an excellent store if you're into Famicom, Super Famicom, Japanese imports, and other things related with video games and Japanese culture, video games of course, and it's excellent. This store is owned by João Rodrigues, a friend of mine, excellent person, cool attitude. I ended up picking a lot of games for a crazy price, and he even gave me some gifts. So, with nothing else to say, let's get it started. The first game that I brought from Mr. Zombie was Load Runner, the original Load Runner for Famicom. It's an excellent game. It's a game that I played a lot in the old TV game consoles, and it's cool to have Load Runner from 1984 in my console, in my collection, yes, in my console to play. And it's amazing to see the shape this game is still in. And this is the original label. I know there's a more graphical label that came out later. This is really the original first version. And this game came with the manual. Oh, here it is. Cool manual from Hudson Soft. You can see, excellent. And Famicom games in Portugal, original ones with manual, are very hard to find. And the box still has the Japanese price. That is amazing. And it's in pretty good shape. So, it was the first game that I saw on the shelf. I said, dude, I have to have that. And I just ran to it, and here it is. And it was extra cheap and well worth it, my friends. Another classic game that was there that I had to really grab. I already had the TV game version with the original label, all that, okay, it's cool. But hey, the Famicom Nintendo version from Namco, the opportunity to have it in the collection, I couldn't let it pass, and it is Mappy. Mappy is a very simplistic, old school game. I love it, and it's great to have in the collection. There's nothing else you can say about this game. It's very basic, but very good and fun to play. So, it was extra cheap too, of course. I'm not going to talk about the prices. I know some of you guys want to know the prices, but I'm not going to talk about that. You have to go there. Don't lose the opportunity. Check it out on Facebook. He has a page on Facebook that's Mr. Zombie. That will help you guys too. So, Mappy. Couldn't resist. The thing that I'm going to talk about right now, he ended up giving me this game. This game is not the Nintendo version, it's not the Famicom version, it's the TV game version. But it's still cool to have in my collection. And it is New Ghostbusters 2. I already played Ghostbusters 1 on the Master System. I have played Ghostbusters 2 on the NES. And they're both a missed opportunity of a great game. But New Ghostbusters 2 is excellent. It has top view. You can play with all the 4 main characters. You can end up playing with Janine too if you want to. And it's extra fun. This game I do recommend, my friends. Even if it's the TV game version. This case I brought it because it has the label. In the context of the game, it makes sense. It's simple. It's a single card, and TV game for me in those cases come to my collection too. So, I really recommend this, my friends. If you get an opportunity, get it. 2 other games that I got from the store, Mr. Zombie, that I really liked. One of them is an RPG. It's not 100% RPG, but it has a lot of RPG elements, so I can only play it when I get a mode done on it. But it's okay to have in my collection. I don't even remember the right name correctly 100%. It is Dragon Ball Z Sentai something. I just don't remember right now, but hey, it was extra cheap and it's cool to have in the collection. Great. It's not the main game of Dragon Ball Z that I brought from there. The main game that I brought from there was Dragon Ball Z 3. And this one, yes, is a fighter like Dragon Ball Z 1 is and Dragon Ball Z 2. And I didn't have this one, so now I have Dragon Ball Z 3 now in my collection too. And it's a good fighter, simple as the other 2 are. Nothing special you can say about it, but it's cool. Hey, you can never go wrong with fighters. Well, sometimes you can, but in this case you didn't. So, it's a good game. Another game that really caught my attention and I really ended up not having any doubts that I would bring it was the original Space Invaders for Super Famicom. This game is excellent. It's just like the arcade. You end up pressing on the shift buttons to get credits in, and it plays exactly like the original Space Invaders. It's amazing. If you like these kind of old school arcade games, this one is top notch. And it was extra cheap, and it came complete in the box with the manual. And the box is in a pristine shape. It looks like it's new. Very good. And the funny thing, it came out with some kind of Japanese guarantee from back in the day. Of course, I don't understand what it's talking about, but it's cool. And I'm going to keep it all together in the box. And my friends, I really recommend Space Invaders if you want to know what a classic game looks like. This one just looks like original arcade. It's excellent. Another game for me that was a no-brainer, and I had to bring it for my collection, was Super Fire Pro Wrestling Special. I already have Super Fire Pro Wrestling 1, 2, and 3. I know there's 5 if I'm not mistaken. I'm missing Super Fire Pro Wrestling X. That is a mouthful for the name of a game, but they're excellent wrestling games. There's a lot of crappy wrestling games on the Super Nintendo and Super Famicom, but this is not the case. Human really made some great games. Human Interactive, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name of the company that made these games. And they're excellent. There's lots and tons of characters to choose and different styles of fighting. And my friends, I really recommend it if you're into wrestling. Another thing that this game had, of course, was manual and the box in excellent shape. So my friends, if you're into wrestling games, I really recommend this. The last game that I'm going to talk about was a gift. It wasn't when I was at the store. It came after. We were talking on Facebook, and he said, when I get new games, I'll show you the games all. I'll give you dibs and let you choose what you want. And they ended up saying, hey, you got a game there that I don't have, and it's Excite Stage 95. Excite Stage 95 is a Japanese soccer league game. They're pretty cool. I already had Excite Stage 94, and now I have Excite Stage 95. And it's complete in the box with the manual. And something cool about this game. He said, my friend, you want that one? Yeah, I do want Excite Stage 95. I don't have it. And he said, okay, give me your address. This is a gift. Once again, my friend John Rodriguez, my friend, I can't say anything bad of you right now. That was just amazing. And I can't recommend more the store Mr. Zombie. My friends, once again, if you want to find the store, check out on Facebook. There's the page Mr. Zombie. It's just like the logo that I'm showing in this video. And even if you're overseas or if you're in another country, if you get the shipping correctly and all that, you'll probably get surprised at the prices that this my friend of mine has. And the games are excellent. So anywhere in the world, if you're a fan of Super Famicom, a Famicom of Japanese import, he had Mega Drive imports right there from Japan, but I'm not into that yet. But if you are, there are two. He's got Super Famicoms. He had a Famicom Twin there at the store. He had a lot of good stuff. So my friends, if you're into that, if you need stuff, Japanese imports, other games, he has PAL games of course too, my friends, check it out. Mr. Zombie, no mistakes there, just like the logo, it's on Facebook. So my friends, nothing else to say, be well.